sweet, man. You ain't got to worry about whether or not it's jumping. Because there was a couple times on the one that George, or I guess both of them were, but when I looked, you could tell that, like for a split second, jumped. I think some of the camera stuff has to do with stuff. I don't know if it necessarily is necessarily that, but maybe it just freezes on here. I don't know.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh, the things are muted. The mics are muted.
Sophomore, first-year varsity member, David O'Connor. Junior, third-year varsity member, Kurt Wyrick. Contributors were supported by school graduates and managers Sophia Sacido, Lisa Mara, and Christine Phoenix. We would like to thank the NJROTC for running their field flag. Head coach, cheerleaders, and officers. Referees for tonight, referee Paul Lights. Back to Russ Hendrickson, Judge Nigel Fox, and Judge Hendrickson. Title fight. The Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools program is aimed at promoting social inclusion through intentionally planned and implemented activities affecting systems-wide change in schools. UCS equips students and staff with the activities and resources to create school climates of acceptance where students with disabilities feel welcome and are routinely included in and feel a part of all activities, opportunities, and functions. This is accomplished by implementing inclusive sports, inclusive youth leadership opportunities, and whole school engagement. The program is designed to be woven into the fabric of the school, enhancing current efforts and providing rich opportunities that lead to meaningful change, creating a social.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SHN Sports live coverage.
Together we are
Texas
creating
High
a
School
unified generation of students to yes, they are working, coming in with the Hendrickson Hawks.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SHN Sports live coverage of Eastview High School football. I'm Kyle Owen. Alongside me is my color analyst, Keith Burris, and helping behind the camera tonight is Roger Castillo. We welcome you back to another week of Friday football here in Pflugerville, Texas, at the field. There are only 2 weeks left in the regular season as both teams are still looking for their second district win. One of these teams will finish the day with 2 wins and the other still with only 1. Who will it be? We'll find out soon as we're moments away from kickoff here in Pflugerville on a rainy night. But before we get to the game, let's talk about last week's matchup against A&M Consolidated. Last Friday, your Eastview Patriots fell to A&M Consolidated Tigers 59-14 as the visiting Tigers came out firing on all cylinders and would not let up. This week, your Eastview Patriots matchup against the Hendrickson Hawks. The Hawks are 3-5 on the season, but only have 1 win in district play over the Glen Grizzlies. We're going to go ahead and take a couple minutes before the national anthem. Please listen in as we will be right back as soon as it ends.
Thank you, Smithy Bollins, senior member of the Hendrickson High School Choir.
We're back here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas, as on this rainy evening, we're about to get things underway. The captains take the field, but we were just talking about the Hendrickson Hawks. The Hawks are 3-5 on the season, but only have 1 win in district play over the Glen Grizzlies, the same team your Patriots boasted just a few weeks ago. Past two games saw the Hendrickson Hawks lose both of them in a row by only 1 point. First to the Cedar Park 2 weeks ago, 46-45, and then again last week to Leander, 31-40. 2 teams that will match up tonight in district play. We continue our countdown to kickoff, though, here at the field. Look back at the loss to Consol and some of the positives and negatives as we get the coin toss on the field. So last week, you kind of look at the positives. In the second half, it was one of those games where in the second half we were able to make some second half adjustments, but just couldn't quite find a way to figure out a win at the end of the game. But being able to see those adjustments through the end of the game were a huge positive for this Eastview team. So looking at that, hopefully, the first half comes out a little faster than it was last week. I mean, you saw scores on offense, defense, and special teams from Consol to start the game. And when you have that, it gets a little difficult, and the momentum swings just kind of goes the other way. So hopefully tonight things are a little bit different. But we look at the kind of the keys to the game to tonight. We talked about it all season: running the ball, keeping the ball on the ground, and getting things, just working on offense and trying to keep a balanced attack while keeping the control and the time of the ball. And then also on defense, stopping the run and preventing big plays, having 3 and outs, and keeping the other team one-dimensional. Those are going to be the keys of the game tonight to getting a win against Hendrickson, who in their past couple weeks have had some close ones, 1-point losses. So they're dealing with some adversity recently, but they're going to be looking for that second district win tonight. But we're only minutes away or seconds away from kickoff as everybody is getting to start and line up. And your Eastview Patriots will start with the ball. We welcome Keith Burris back. He's been gone for 2 weeks, and happy to have him here again today. And once again, Roger Castillo behind the camera tonight. This is Kyle Owen. We're about to get things going here at the field.
Yeah, and thanks for having me back, Kyle. And can't wait for this. Should be a really good game. And as you'd mentioned, Eastview, I think priority number 1 is getting off to a fast start here.
And that it is. So kickoff has come underway. Receives it at the 20, picks it up, scoops it over. This is Keyston Rainey at the 35. He's got some room to run at the 40. Finally tackled at the 43-yard line to start things off. It'll be first down and 10 for Ty Blair and company from there. The starting offensive lineup for the night behind the center, of course, is going to be Ty Blair, but you got your offensive line from left tackle to right tackle. It'll go this way. Jude Tanner, number 50, the senior. Number 76, Rawan Tyler, the senior left guard. Center, Nick Zavala. Right guard, Eunice Keeby, the captain. And then right tackle, Jacob Rodriguez. Of course, behind center, like I said, Ty Blair. And in the backfield with him will be Isaiah Agnet, rotating in and out, as well as the 3 starting wide receivers. So this one on the first play of the game is Keyston Rainey. He'll start off, or Kareem Edwards, my apologies. Kareem Edwards gets the start in the backfield, and he'll pick up 3 on first down, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, Rainey did a good job right there of getting the pitch, and then it looks like he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he kind of hesitated and turned to go upfield and got those 3 yards.
And this one, a pitch over to Keyston Rainey as he touches the ball for the first time in the game, but there is a flag on the field. Looks like a false start on the Patriots. A little bit of wind tonight, strong winds coming out of the southeast, as people are starting to finally file into the crowd here as this game started about 20 minutes off of schedule, just due to some lightning and rain in the area. It was pouring down raining just about 30 minutes ago, but we're getting football tonight and happy to have that. So,
and just want to mention too is we'll go ahead and let the play go here.
Keyston Rainey on the jet sweep. He'll pick up about 4 on the play, down to the 44-yard line, only 1 yard past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Patriots.
Now, I just want to mention, folks, is that right now it looks a little bit foggy, but that's the difference in temperature right now from the press box as compared to the temperature outside. So
Ty Blair, shotgun. He's going to step back to pass and hit as he throws it away. That'll be incomplete. 4th down and 9 coming up, and it looks like the offense will stay on the field instead of punting this one away. But we have seen packages before where Ty Blair, from about 7 or 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage, will punt the ball from the quarterback position, but it doesn't look like how it's going to be today. You've got 2 wide receivers on the top of your screen, 1 on the bottom, and TJ Duncan, the wide receiver squad for the night. TJ Duncan and Ryan Pullen has been getting starts in the slot position for Eastview in this late season, but another flag comes in, and it looks like it's going to be another false start on the Patriots, just getting a little jumpy, and they will have to punt this one away, showing 100% punt on this 4th down now after the false start play. So 4th and 14 coming up.
To me, it looked like that they really weren't going to run the play from the get-go, because they just kind of, when they came off the ball, it wasn't really much of an effort there, so I think they were just seeing if they'd jump off sides.
So punting this one away is the kicker for the Patriots, Osdriel Denias. That one gets around midfield on a Hendrickson hop. And they'll start at 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line in pretty decent field position to start the game. And a timeout is called by the Patriots here early in the first quarter. Well, they signaled for that, but I don't think they're going to charge them for it. So 1st down and 10 for the Hawks. Under center tonight for Hendrickson. Number 4, Clint Smith for the Patriots. Check that, it's Keontae Fowler, the senior quarterback under center tonight for the Hawks. They're gonna hand this one off quickly to Carson Workman. He'll get up the field for about a 7-yard gain. Workman passes midfield. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, it looks like immediately the Hawks are trying to attack the Patriots between the tackles. So, as most time does with the games, we got to defensive line is hoping to play a good game tonight.
So 2nd down, 4 coming up for the Hawks. Shotgun formation for Fowler. And this one off, no, this one will bounce outside to the right side up the field, enough for a 1st down past the 30-yard line. Finally pushed out of bounds by the Patriot defense right around the 28-yard line. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Hawks as they get the ball moving on the ground here early in the first quarter. 9:44 to go as it stopped momentarily for the 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like Hawks are really just focusing on passing, but right here they got that was an unusual play. It looks like he dropped back to pass, but really didn't give it much thought and then immediately run. So that might have been an actual quarterback draw.
So 2nd down and about 8 coming up, maybe 9.5 or 8.5, but either way, just about a yard or 2 on the play. They gave him the spot at the 30, so from the 28-yard line is 2nd and 8. Here comes, once again, it'll be Carson Workman up the middle of the field on the running back draw, and he'll pick up 3 on the play. 3rd down and 5 coming from the 25.
Yeah, you can definitely see, Kyle, there's a concerted effort just to try to run the ball against us. And so it's going to come down to good tackling and filling those gaps.
Another one up the middle. No, the quarterback will keep it himself
Nice
and
play.
stop behind the line of scrimmage about 4 or 5 yards. He'll turn his legs, though, and get back to the line of scrimmage. What a good job there for the Hendrickson offense to move them up, and looks like he netted a positive yard on that play. 3rd down turns into 4th and 4 now from the 24, and it looks like they're going to kick this one away. The kicker.
Yeah, it looked like we had him, of course we did have him behind the line of scrimmage, but somehow he was able to do a good job of getting away and gaining a yard.
So a 41-yarder for Hendrickson as the kicker gets this one up and bangs off the bottom of the crossbar. No good from 41 yards out. And the kicker, Blake Tobias, the senior, cannot get the leg on it, just misses it short.
Well, I tell you, right, that's a, we'll take that any time. Miss a field goal, and now it's time for the offense to get on the field and put a good drive together.
Hendrickson defense, a pretty solid defense. A lot of athletes on the back end. Their defensive back Spencer DeStefano with 5 interceptions last year. Really has a nose for the ball. 2 DBs playing off right now for them is Ty Blair. Shotgun will roll this one out to the right side. He throws up a pass. TJ Duncan, and just overthrown to the 40-yard line. 10 receiver TJ Duncan on that play just could not get it into his hands.
That was very, very close. I don't know if he was able to see that, but it looked like it. Did it come kind of go float behind him? It seems like.
Just a little
bit
over
long too. It was a little bit long as well.
A
But
little over the outside shoulder and far as Ty Blair will keep this one himself. A design quarterback run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, not quite. Yes, he will get back, but on second down, gains nothing. Third down and 10 coming up for the Patriots and this offense. Hendrickson showing some pressure. 8 guys in the box right now. Ty Blair spreading it out. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of your screen. Kareem Edwards in the backfield with him. Ty Blair over to the right side. He's got Luke Martin on the outside. He'll pick up a first down and more. Finally out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So he'll pick up a 17-yard gain on third down and 10.
that looked like a busted coverage, Kyle, because Martin was out by himself.
Yeah,
and
all
nobody
alone.
was around him. So good job of recognition by Blair.
Ty Blair, shotgun, hands this one off to Edwards. Edwards up the middle, bounces on the inside. He breaks a tackle, slipped through some arms. He's got a first down and then some. Past midfield and inside the 40-yard line to the 38. It'll be first and 10 once more on about another 17-yard play. It's Ty Blair. This one a broken play. The wet ball, I would assume the ground's pretty wet out there after all the rain we just had, slipped out of Ty Blair's hands and right into the arms of Kareem Edwards, and he was able to just pick that one up and rush forward for about a 4-yard gain. Second and 6 coming up from the 34, past the 35-yard line now, into Hendrickson territory. Luke Martin in the backfield with Blair. They're going to motion out Edwards. Edwards looks that way, dumps it out to Martin. Martin cuts up field. He'll pick up about 2.5, maybe 3 on the play. They give him the 3. Third down and 3 coming up from the 32 for Ty Blair and this Eastview Patriot offense.
Well, it looks like Blair is really looking for Martin tonight, which looks like he's in the back. No, he's not in the backfield there. I don't see him right
Martin
there.
tied in on the top of your screen. They're going to let Ty Blair keep it himself. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. It'll bring up a 4th and 4 from the 32.
I would imagine at this point, Kyle, that Eastview's probably going to go for this.
And with no points on the board, it's safe to say a field goal would take the lead, but
That would be about what?
Adriel
49
Denias,
about a 49-yarder, I believe.
yeah, maybe even a 50-yarder depending on the steps. So no Denias on the field for the field goal. It'll be 4th and 4. Ty Blair and the Patriot offense going to go for it. Michael Wall with the call. Ty Blair, shotgun, dumps it out. Edwards cuts up field. He breaks a couple tackles. Finally falls forward. He's got a first down and a little bit more as they mark him down at the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there as this Eastview Patriot offense is driving, looking to find the first points of the game here in the late start. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ty Blair letting his offensive know. Martin, 3-point stance. He'll motion backwards into the backfield. Edwards with Ty Blair, and some whistles are blown. Flag on the field.
I believe he was going to call. As soon as Martin kind of stepped back, that's when he threw the flag. So don't know if that's a legal motion or shift or what it is.
See what they call it. Martin was down in a 3-point stance. So false start. I think they will call that one on Martin. Since he was down in that 3-point stance, he got up from the stance and moved backwards. I'm not sure if that's something you can do. So it'll bring up a 1st and 15 now for Eastview as they fix the clock as well. 4:24 as it stands. It's still a 0-0 game though.
Yeah, and Eastview got back up on the line, wanted to snap that ball, but the refs.
So 1st and 15. Ty Blair, shotgun, another one off the hands. They're going to throw this one up for TJ Duncan, and he's going to say no catch. He's out of bounds, but tightrope the line there, almost had a deep into the red zone. About the 4-yard line is where TJ Duncan came up with it, but
that snap, I mean, you had on both ends, you had pretty exciting play there. That ball looked like it was a little bit high to Blair, and then he was able to gain control, and Duncan was just out of bounds.
Blair shotgun once more, 2 wide receivers, bottom of the screen. He'll roll out that way, get it out. That's Rainey. Rainey will cut around, and he'll pick up about 6 on the play. 3rd down and 9 coming up from the 26-yard line. For the Patriots. So the Patriots, another long down and distance here on this drive. They saw him convert on 4th back on the other side of the field. Now 3rd down and 9, 1 yard away from the red zone.
I assume it's still 4-down territory because you can look for a short pass here.
3 wide receivers, top of the screen. They're going to motion out. Kareem Edwards to the bottom of your screen there. Ty Blair, empty set, shotgun. He'll step back to pass. Looks to his left. It looks like he'll keep him for himself. He's only got a linebacker to beat. He will get stopped right at the 22-yard line, and that's where they will mark him. 4th down and 5 coming up for the Patriots.
I believe we're probably still 4-down territory.
And it is 4th down territory, as it doesn't look like Austriel Denias will make it his way out on the field to attempt a 40-yarder. It'll be Ty Blair in the offense to try to convert on this 4th and 5. 4th and 5 coming up as Blair had to let Duncan know the play down at the bottom of your screen there. 2 wide receivers top of the screen as well. In the backfield is Kareem Edwards as they check the play.
Oh, we got
this one over to the left side, and that's enough for a 1st down as a fake play is Pullen throws this one to Ty Blair, and they're going to give him the 22-yard line, and that's enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Patriots.
Little trickery right there to get the 1st down. Good throw by Pullman, and really good hands.
So,
really good hands by Blair.
So coming up now, Ty Blair. He'll roll this one out to the left side, and incomplete pass to Luke Martin right at the 10-yard line. Just couldn't find the field in bounds. So Ty Blair, shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen, 1 on the bottom, and Rainey. They're going to hand this one off. Edwards cuts up the middle. He's got some room to run inside the 5-yard line now as they pick up a 1st down on 1st down.
So far tonight, we've done a really good job running between the tackles, and really like to see that continue. If you can run that ball, you can control the time, and you can control the momentum here.
So coming up, 1st down and 5, or 1st and goal from the 5. This is Edwards in the middle. He leans forward. The ball comes out, but not before the referee calls for a touchdown. That's 6 points for your Eastview Patriots as they take the first lead in the game, and they show the swinging gait that they usually come out with the offense before attempting an extra point, or maybe just running the swinging gate. And then here comes the extra point team. So looks like the Patriots will try to take 7 on the first drive, and with 1:44 remaining in the first quarter, Hendrickson now trailing 6-0. This your Eastview Patriot offense drove down the field to help, a little bit of help from a 4th and 3rd down, just late conversions to be able to get that drive in, and we're just, and even with a couple of mistakes, penalties, false starts, they were able to drive down and find the end zone for the first points of the game, 7-0 after the PAT is made and good. Your Patriots lead it here with 1:44 remaining in the first. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports. back here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas, as your Eastview Patriots take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter, 1:44 remaining. As both teams have had at least one drive, the Patriots were forced a 3-and-out on their first drive of the game, and then Hendrickson nearly drove down and then missed a 41-yard field goal that bounced off the front of the crossbar. And then your Eastview Patriots were able to work the field and move this one down, and a muffed kick return. It is wet out there, so be on the lookout for that. That was Trevor Morgan, the sophomore wide receiver slash defensive back, who fumbled the ball on the play at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Kyle, one of the things, I know you're talking about the key of the game, keys of the game, and is time possession, but also just being able to get out to a fast start and to be able to stop them their first drive, and for us to go down and get a touchdown, that's going to be huge. And right now, defense hasn't pinned back, so this would be a big stop if they could do it.
So 1st down and 10 for the Hendrickson Hawks. They'll have the ball started at their own 17-yard line as Fowler will motion over tight end from left to right. Another handoff on 1st down to Carson Workman. He's going to get most of the work tonight, as he has the past couple seasons. And you see some pink out there for the Hawks. It is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so always like to keep the breast cancer survivors and fighters on our mind at all times. Hendrickson doing that tonight, honoring with the pink. They're gonna spread this one out, and right at the line of scrimmage, Carson Workman came up with the pass, and then in the backfield, it looked like Cash Trejo caught him and tackled him for a loss of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 9.5 coming up from the 18.
He read that perfectly, and he made a great tackle. I tell you, it's if you can make some tackles here, it allows you to be able to keep them behind the line of scrimmage. So
3rd and 9.5, motions over a receiver. They're gonna wide receiver screen here. Carson Workman gets up the field, breaks a tackle right at the 25, cuts up, he's down past the 40, and finally pushed out of bounds by Caden Childs, the junior linebacker for the Patriots, as the Hendrickson Hawks pick up a 1st down and 10 to the 44-yard line on a big play, catch and run especially.
That was a really good executed screen pass there, because 3 of the defensive linemen came in quickly on the quarterback, and he was just able to dump it off and get a big gain there.
So 2 wide receivers bottom of your screen, as Fowler will keep it himself, busts to the outside on the right, and he'll pick up a 1st down as he breaks a couple tackles and rolls forward, in a slew of Patriots will put him on the ground. In the tackle there for the Patriots, Luis Castillo, Jaden Smith, as well as Jordan Henderson. And on the tackle for Eastview on the play. 1st down and 10 though, as we find the end of the first quarter. The clock ticks to zeros, and we'll take a quick break as well. Don't go anywhere though. This is Eastview Patriots football. They'll lead it 7-0 after the first quarter of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fastest 5th grader. Here we go. We've got 4 lined up, 2 boys, 2 girls. Runners on your mark. Get set, go. It's a clean start coming out. No quarter. Hands built in. Here we go. Look at him go. Give him a Kona eye. Nice one. Good break.
back out here at the field. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line as Fowler dances around in the backfield, but he will be sacked by the Patriots defense behind the 45-yard line, tackled around the 46. It'll be second down and 13 coming up for the Hawks here as the defense for the Patriots makes a big stop on first down, getting the elusive Fowler on the ground for a sack.
That was Isaiah Davenport-Bell on the sack there. That was a good tackle. I mean, when you're one-on-one and you can make that tackle, that's definitely a positive for your defense.
So second and 13, they're going to get this one out in the flats as a nice cut-up field gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more, bring up a 3rd and 9. A nice cut there by Spencer DiStefano, the senior defensive back / wide receiver, one of the better athletes on the team, runs a 4.7, stands at 6'1", 185 pounds. One of the better defensive backs on the team as well. Mentioned him earlier, 5 interceptions last year and 57 tackles. 3rd down and 9. And this is Fowler once more. He's caught in the backfield, but just could not be wrapped up as he'll cut up the field and squirts inside the 10-5 touchdown. Hawks, it is 6-7, and having him wrapped up. Looked like Jacob Vasquez on the play. Oh no, that was the sophomore Ty Temple has had him in the backfield and mentioned it. Fowler, very elusive, just got away from it and found some green space and cut up the field and showed his speed off and was able to find the end zone for the first points of the game for the Hendrickson Hawks with 10:33 remaining here in the second quarter, 7-6 prior to the PAT.
Well, I tell you that when you have plays like that, Kyle, just so close to be able to have a sack right there, and then you go from having a sack to, everybody was running downfield, so the DBs, their backs were against, were to the quarterback, so he just kept running down the seam and found pay dirt.
So 7-7 now after the made PAT by the kicker Blake Tobias for the Hendrickson Hawks. Azriel Denias and the kickoff team for the Patriots will make their way out on the field, or the kick return team, my apologies, as Hendrickson's Blake Tobias will kick it off to the Patriots. Back deep to receive, as usual, is Kareem Edwards, TJ Duncan, and Keaston Rainey. All three of them currently on the right, or the right side, or the top side of your field. But Keaston Rainey will make his way down to the bottom of your screen now, or the bottom side of the 20, the home side that is. TJ Duncan back deep with his heels at the 14.
It's unusual how the kickers placed. You see how they just kind of crossed? You didn't know who was going to kick the ball.
So the kick is off, and it's a pooch kick as I believe Rainey got underneath it and was able to get this one up to the 34-yard line. So some decent field position for the Patriots on the play, and it was Diven DeCock as the kicker for.
Yeah, they actually looks like they had a couple of kids who looked like they were going to kick the ball. You didn't know who was going to do it, and that might be setting up Eastview for something later in the game.
Maybe an onside kick or something like that, because it looks like a faux onside kick as they initially do it. Is this one Ty Blair into the flats is Keaston Rainey. He'll cut up the field on the screen play. Gets enough for a first down and more, but just cannot cross midfield as they spot him down at the 47-yard line. But a first down and 10 for the Patriots as they continue to move the ball here on their third drive of the game. 10-10 remaining and counting on the clock. Ty Blair, shotgun. He's got two wide receivers up top. They're going to dump this one off to Martin. Martin's cuts up field, but just gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play as they will give him one to the 48, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Eastview Patriots. So this one, a fake handoff from Blair. He's going to dump it off. And tackled at midfield with the reception is Luke Martin. They will pick up 2 on the play to the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Patriots. Down at the bottom of your screen, Luke Martin as well as TJ Duncan. Martin out wide, Duncan in the slot. Up top,
It really looks like Eastview's been trying to look for something down the field.
Shotgun, they're going to get this one off. Martin, he picks up.
Oh, and that might be a late hit, and it is.
And it is, so he steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line, and he continued to run as the whistle was blown, and he was blown up out of bounds after the play was called dead. It would bring up a 4th and 1 if they don't wave this flag away, but the flag was thrown for late contact there, personal foul on Hendrickson. We'll see if it stands and gives Eastview an extra plus yardage on the play. So it is a personal foul on Olisier Akradulu as the Patriots move the ball now inside the 30-yard line with the penalty, 1st down and 10.
You think they're going to take a shot right here?
I would think so. You got empty backfield. 3 wide receivers top of your screen, 2 on the bottom. Out wide is, and that went down deep and just out of the in and out of the hands of TJ Duncan in the end zone. He could not corral the ball there late as Ty Blair put it right into the fingertips, or the diamond, as some say, of the wide receiver in the end zone. And a nice 30-yard pass from Ty Blair to get it to a place that only his wide receiver could catch it, just in and out of the hands.
Yeah, Duncan was running across the field, and it looked like it was just off his fingertips.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up as the Patriots will hand this one off to Edwards. He'll bounce out to the outside and dropped at the line of scrimmage as he'll pick up nothing on the play. 3rd down and 10 from the 29 coming up for the Patriots. 8 minutes, 30 seconds and counting here in the first half. As the home crowd cheers on the defense with a 3rd and 10 for the Patriots. Ty Blair, shotgun, will check the play. He's got 2 wide receivers, Rainey out wide on the bottom side of your screen. Luke Martin up at the top. Ty Blair in the pocket, pressure. He gets loose. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 15, slides. I believe he began his slide right about the 14, and that's where they'll call him down, enough for a 1st down and 10 to the 14-yard line for the Patriots. Ty Blair running it on his own to move this drive forward. 1st and 10 from the 14 now, as we're ticked underneath 8 minutes. A kind of a draw handoff to Rainey, and Ty Blair will keep it on the sweep. He'll pick up about 2 on the play. That's what they'll give him, or maybe just 1. 2nd and 9 coming up from the 14 or the 13. Deep in Hendrickson territory.
Yeah, I wonder when they're going to go back to run between the tackles, because we had some success earlier.
So not an empty tech. Ty Blair in the backfield with Edwards, but they're going to dump him out, and that is Luke Martin catches it right at the end zone. They're going to say no catch. He wasn't able to get that one in, as he had to kind of come back to it and dive and try to make the catch there, and it looks like it just fell between his hands at the 1-yard line.
We had 2 receivers open right there. We had Martin, and we had Edwards, who's out in the flat all by himself. There was nobody around him, so that was a missed opportunity, definitely.
So now 3rd down and 9 coming up from the 13 We've seen a lot of 3rd and 4th down conversions from this Eastview team so far in the game as they motion out Rainey to the outside and throw him way out back to the 25. A fake pitch that way. Defense goes. Ty Blair's got an open receiver. Duncan, that's in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. And a nice design play there to get the defense to kind of follow Rainey to the right side and then follow him back in to the left on the fake pitch. And you saw out of the backfield Brandon Mosley, the sophomore linebacker, kind of bite on the play, and it gave Ty Blair enough time to get it out to TJ Duncan at the end zone.
Yeah, I think that right there, I think the play that we had down here on the pass to Blair actually set up that play.
Yeah.
They were expecting a pitch, and he didn't pitch it.
Oh, the PAT is up and no good from Adriel Denias as it goes wide right on this wet and windy night here in Pflugerville, Texas. And the Patriots do take the lead, though, 13-7 with 7:27 remaining here in this first half. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, but before we do that, we'll like to thank our sponsors for this season as well as tonight. Our 2023 sponsors are Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson office in Georgetown, Ideal Signs, Kaya, First Choice Roofing, True Form Metal Service, American Fence and Supply, Lone Star Paving, Sonic, the Austin Avenue location in Georgetown, Hydrate, HTO in Georgetown, Golden Chick in Georgetown, and Texas Crush Stones. We thank our 2023 sponsors for this season. We would not be able to be here without them today. And looks like Adriel Denias and this offense are ready to kick this one off, so we'll keep it here as we have 7:27 remaining in the second quarter in the first half as Denias and the Patriots will kick it off.
Yeah, Coach Wall and team are dialing up the creative plays tonight.
And if you want your shot at district, this one goes through the back of the end zone as the sophomore Trevor Morgan watches it go through his hands, and I'm surprised it didn't touch him. This one went through the back of the end zone, so if it touched his fingers on that play, it's technically a safety. But they're going to say he didn't touch the ball, and he just watched it go over his head on the reach out. And watch this one go through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah,
It'll be first and 20, or first and 15, or first and 10. Wow, from the 25-yard line.
That was probably the second or third time already for Hendrickson where they're having a hard time with kickoffs or punts being able to catch them.
But it is, like I said, a wet and windy night, so a lot of factors into play on balls that are flying through the air.
Well, I tell you, for those of you folks who are watching this that are not in Central Texas, it's a pleasant thing to say a wet night in Central Texas because we always could use the rain.
So the Hendrickson Hawks will start from the 30-yard line. Interesting enough. I didn't see a penalty flag or anything on the field, but that's where they'll start from the 30, first and 10. Just want to hand off to Workman. Workman will cut up the field. He picks up about 5 on the play. They'll give him 7 as he falls forward on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up from the 37-yard line.
I'm trying to think how many times that Hendrickson's passed tonight. They really haven't passed that much. They had the screen pass earlier, but for the most part, keeping it on the ground.
Mentioned Workman will get most of the work tonight as they keep this one with the quarterback. He'll be caught right at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't grab any extra yards, but doesn't lose any as well. So 3rd and 3 coming up from the 37-yard line for the Hendrickson Hawks.
This could be a big stop right now because if Eastview stops them, I believe that Hendrickson will actually punt the ball. So this could be a really positive play for the Patriots.
3 down linemen on the defensive side for the Patriots. They're going to rush 5 as they get the running back in the backfield, but he cannot be brought down. Rolls and spins into a first down, 1st and 10 from the 41 for the Hawks as the Patriots defense they got the running back in the backfield, Carson
they had
Workman, but just could not keep him down on the ground and just rolls and spins out of it.
Yeah, it seemed like we've been trying to tackle him kind of high, and you probably need to go a little bit lower on him.
So another one, this one dumped out on a screen play to wide receiver Spencer DiStefano, as he's caught his first pass of the game. He was an intended receiver earlier, just didn't get much on it, as he subs out of the game, or actually moves down in the slot position on the bottom of your screen there. Fowler shotgun formation with Workman in the backfield with him. They're gonna pump this one out. He's gonna look to the left. This one a high throw and up in the air. A 50-50 ball comes incomplete as Jordan Hendrickson tried to high point it, missed it, and then the intended receiver, Romello Boykin, a junior wide receiver, cannot come up with it on the play. The pink gloves can't help him tonight.
Well, it looked like he just threw that one up for grabs, just reared back and threw it really high and just hoped his receiver was going to catch that one.
So this brings up a 3rd down and 7 for Hendrickson. This Eastview defense trying to get them off the field as they hold on to a 6-point lead. There was quads wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. They're going to motion back over Workman from the left, or from the bottom back up to the top. He's going to jump this one outside on the run play. He'll pick up a 1st down at the 49, crosses midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Yeah, we've been able to get them on 3rd down, but we just haven't been able to stop them here the last few tries.
So Hendrickson, 1st down and 10, as Fowler will cut up the middle. His speed is showing there as he's able to get up the field, and it looks like 70 is going to get a penalty on Hendrickson. There is a flag down on the play. That is Luca Matamoros. He's a big offensive line, all-district guy last year. Sure has some recruits as well, but going out there and just absolutely bullying Jacob Vasquez on the play, it's not going to do it for you if you're going to, be a little extra. I get getting your pancakes in and all that, but if you're just going to hold them down on the ground and not let them do anything, even after the play is well past you, you're going to get called on that. So that's a 10-yard penalty on Matamoros for the Hawks. It'll be 1st down and 20 now as they move it back beyond midfield to the 41-yard line from the 49 of Patriots territory. Now they're back in Hawk territory. So Fowler, shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. They're going to motion over Carson Workman, the kind of H-back there, and Braxton Brown as they try to put an extra blocker, but it does not work on the play, as they'll pick up a yard, but nothing more on 1st down. 2nd and 19 coming up for the Hawks as this Eastview defense trying to take advantage of the penalty they were gifted there after the big run from Fowler to bring them inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I figured this is going to be difficult for Hendrickson to get a 1st down without having a big run and play, because right now you can tell their passing game isn't exactly the well developed. So if I'm Eastview, I definitely try to plug up the gaps and make sure that the runners don't get anything.
3-down lineman rushes 5 in the backfield, wraps him up, but can't bring him to the ground, but forces the throw out of bounds is Luis Castillo, as he's able to get Fowler late and does end up getting a nice little lick on him on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and 19 as he's able to get the ball out of his hands and throw it to the Eastview sideline. Fowler does, before getting thrown to the ground by Luis Castillo.
Yeah, D-line's getting some really good push here over the last couple of plays.
Yeah, Castillo, the outside linebacker on the rush play, or on the QB rush there, got the pressure and ultimately forces 3rd down for the Patriots. Hendrickson has 3 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen there. Playing press man right now is Grover Moore III on Julian Vinstrecka, but that will be called a timeout for Hendrickson as 3.5 minutes are left in the half. We'll take a timeout with them as well. Don't go anywhere. Your Patriots lead this one by 6 with 3:28 to go in the first half. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas. Windy and cold night, 3:36 remaining, added 8 seconds to the clock since last told it to you. Got 3 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen as Fowler tries to get out. He's gonna roll to his left side and sacked. The ball comes out loose, but it's gonna fall behind him on the play, out of bounds around the 33-yard line, but I think they're gonna call him down there, and Fowler looks hurt on the play. And you hate to see the opposing quarterback go down. Hate to see any player go down, and especially this late in the season, trying to find your second win in district play. And a big opportunity tonight for both teams to try to do that. But Fowler is down on the ground. We'll go ahead and let the trainers tend to him. But I mean, he got up easily there on his own, fortunately, but a little shaken up on the play. He's going to have to take a break there. But it'll be 4th and really long, so no real reason to keep your offense on the field on that play, as the 4th down, or the line of scrimmage is at the 34. The line to gain is at 39 to the other side of the field. So about a 20-yard or so 4th down coming up. About 27 yards, and the punt is deep and takes a Hendrickson bounce into the 25 and will roll out at the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there as Keyston Rainey watches it go out. And Ty Blair in this offense will have 3 minutes and 17 seconds to try to find some late second quarter points before halftime, as the Patriots will have to kick the ball away to the Hawks to start the second half. So points here would be crucial to go up by more than just 6 points. It is 7-13 currently, 3:17 on the clock. 1st and 10 coming up from the 21 for Ty Blair in this Eastview offense. 3 wide receivers, top of the screen. Rainey out wide. In the slot, looks like Pullen and Duncan, as they'll pitch this one to Edwards. Edwards picks up 7 on the play, breaks a tackle, comes back 2, and grabs another yard down to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Edwards did a good job of actually keeping his balance. He was able to reach down, kind of keep his balance by putting his hand down, and got another extra yard.
So 2nd and 3 coming up. 3 wide receivers now, 4, as they motion out Luke Martin, as they're going to get this one on a screen play to Rainey. Good block by Martin there. Picks up the 1st down on the push forward, and that's where they'll give it to him right at the 1st down marker at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Patriots. See if they move the chains here. It should be, and they signal them over. 1st down and 10 with 2:20 and counting remaining here in the second quarter.
I think these next couple plays we're going to have to get some chunk plays, have a chance to get some points.
Keyston Rainey, bottom of your screen. They'll motion Edwards out there wide. Ty Blair by himself, 3 wide receivers, top of the screen. Out wide is Martin. This one in the middle to TJ Duncan, as TJ Duncan falls down right at the 46-yard line. It'll be another first down on first down for the Patriots as they continue to move the ball and get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. They only have 1:45 and counting to go in this game.
We still got all
in
three
the first
timeouts.
quarter.
Yeah, we got all 3 timeouts, so we should be able to have a chance.
Dump off to Rainey as he'll get it past midfield to the 49-yard line in Hawk territory. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up for the Patriots. So this one, a rollout from Blair. He'll get this one in. Duncan just can't find it. Jumps up to grab it, and in and out of the hands of Duncan. The 3rd time we've seen that today. We mentioned it already. This ball is going to be wet and slick all night long. That turf holds the water pretty well, and I bet it's slick out there too. Saw a couple of fumbled snaps by Blair already today, and with the rain, the heavy rain that came earlier, every time that ball hits the ground, it just gets more and more difficult to handle.
Yeah, that was going to be a difficult pass to catch because there were defenders in front and behind him.
So this one a dump off to Edwards. Edwards up the middle. He's down past the 40 and will finally be taken down at the 37-yard line with 1:05 left on the clock. And it looks like the Patriots will take their first timeout of the half with a 6-point lead. So we'll take a timeout as well. Don't go anywhere, though. This is Patriots football. 1 minute left till halftime on SHN Sports.
Stop by one of their 3 Google area branches to learn more about benefits and membership through free cashback checking. Visit a+favorite-credit-union.org for more information. Our anchor sponsor is St. David. Our founding sponsor is Golden Ticket. And our premier sponsor is the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for
Back here at the field, the referees are signaling for the teams to get back out on there, so we will bring ourselves back as well. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This Patriot offense moving the ball well on this drive. A couple of first downs back to back to back without surrendering an extra down in between, with a minute left here in the half. They want to score now to bring it to a 2-score lead before halftime, as the Hawks will get this at the half, or after the half, as this one over to Duncan will be caught out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 coming up for the Patriots. Patriots moving quickly. The clock does stop at 56 seconds after the 4 seconds runoff
Yeah, the good part
of the
about
play.
the good part about having the 2 timeouts is we can go over the middle as well. And I'd look to see the Patriots do that here in the next play or 2.
So 56 seconds remaining as Ty Blair takes it himself. He'll move up the field past the 30. That's enough for a first down as he steps out of bounds at the 28 and right at the line to gain, as Ty Blair stops the clock with 50 seconds to go. And some smart play by the Patriots here. Have run 2 plays, only 10 seconds ticked off, and found themselves a first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. They're going to roll out Edwards. Edwards, the intended receiver, will drop it at the 26. As you hear the wind picking up at the field currently. And
I don't know if that was drums or what the
so 2nd and 10 now after the dropped pass by Edwards. Ty Blair will roll this one out to the right side. He tosses it up to the end zone. Rainey, the intended receiver, just could not get there. Good coverage by the Hawks on that play. I believe that was Jacob Gladney, the senior quarterback, at the top of your screen over there. As the wind's really picking up.
Yeah, we still have plenty of time here. I mean, 39 seconds. We got 28 yards to go and 2 timeouts. So I think right now you focus on getting the first down.
So get a little window washing going on in front of us right now. Maybe they'll find us some less foggy view, but I think it's cleared up for you guys. But a first down and 10 for your Patriots as the wind continues to pick up. Only 27 seconds remaining. Ty Blair and this offense moving quickly. First and 10 from the 14. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. Ty Blair fumbles the snap, but he gets this one up, and it's caught in the end zone. Keaston Rainey for the touchdown.
An awesome drive there by your Patriots. I mean, burnt, about 3 minutes off the clock and only left 20 seconds.
And a good job there. It is now 19-7 with 20 seconds left on the clock, and I believe this is a good opportunity for them to go for 2. They'll hand it a direct snap over to Ty Blair. He'll pitch it up forward to it looks like Luke Martin. He'll dive and fall backwards into the end zone, and they're going to say no call yet.
And I still don't
They're going to
see a
say
call.
he was down.
Wow.
They're saying he was down at the 1-inch line. But from here, you could see Luke Martin fall backwards into the end zone. His back was over the line where the football was on his chest. That would be a touchdown, but they did not call him on forward progress and say he was down at the half-yard line.
That looked like for those of you folks who watch NFL, that looked like almost a Kelsey touchdown this last weekend when he caught it and was trying to fall back. But I guess they said Martin just was short. But that was a great drive by the Patriots. I mean, to finish off the half here right now, the big thing is don't let a big play happen on the kickoff. And I assume they're probably going to do some sort of pooch kick or possibly just try to kick it through the end zone.
So now with a 12-point lead, 2-touchdown lead here with 20 seconds remaining. Hendrickson, like we mentioned, it will get the ball back at the start of the second half, but the Patriots now up 19-7 here in the second quarter. So Azriel Denias trying to get the ball set with all this wind. It's never easy to keep it there, but Denias will take his steps back to get this kick ready to go. Kick is up from Denias. They're going to pooch this one right about the 5, and it is caught there. Cuts it up down past the 20, 25, and bounces off a tackle. Is Spencer DeStefano, as he'll get down just past the 30-yard line to about the 32 or 31. They'll give him the 32. First and 10 in Hendrickson territory from there for the Hawks with 12 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Hendrickson tries to really do anything here. If they try to put the ball up, you never know. You might have the potential of getting a turnover.
So with the wind, the stadium's shaking. We apologize for the noise and the feedback y'all are hearing. But it's just this strong winds coming out of the south-southeast right towards the press box area as they hand this one off to Workman, but he will not pick up a yard. In fact, he'll lose 2 on the play. Second and 12 coming up for the Hawks as he gets out of bounds with 7 seconds remaining. That's where the clock will stop. The Hawks have 2 timeouts as well as the Patriots, but with 7 seconds, you only really have a play or 2. And if you want a shot at the end zone, it's going to take all 7 seconds to get there. Unless you know somebody with a 40 time of under 7 and 60 yards. This one handed off to Workman. He'll pick up about 5 on the play on second down and long. But that will bring it to the end of the half as the Eastview Patriots take a 19-7 lead at the half. And we will let y'all enjoy the halftime show if there is one. I don't see any bands here tonight. There they are. They're on the bottom. Or they're on the. They were getting ready on the sidelines. Haven't seen him in the stands yet so far. It's been a little quiet if you haven't noticed, but we will have a show tonight, so we'll let y'all enjoy that. Don't go anywhere though. This is Eastview Patriots football. They lead it 19-7 at the half.
It's time to sparkle and shine with that crystal line as they perform their military routine. Light 'em up, sparklers. Dance Team under the direction of Principal Mendez by Eva Taylor and Layla Aguirre. The Sparklers managers are Abby Atleti and Meredith Stevens. The Sparklers would like to wish the Hendrickson High School Silver Dancers and their director good luck this year in all of their performances and competitions.
Did you say
Texas. And now, please enjoy the Silver Dancers performing their traditional jazz kick routine to Along the Watchtower.
Anderson, accompanied by his parents Candace and David Anderson and brother Carter Anderson. Eli Anderson, accompanied by his parents Chelsea and Eric Anderson. Torrin Atkinson, escorted by Eric, Heather, and Olivia Atkinson. Michael Hayden, George and Hala, and sister Nicole Hayat. Luca Bolin, escorted by his parents Elton, brother Nika Bolin. Tessa Calabres, escorted by her mother Amy Wong, brother Colton Calabres, and father Dominic Calabres. Rashawn Carter, Brandon Carter, escorted by mom Natasha Cullen, dad Brandon Carter Sr., and grandmother Monique Ross. Aiden Cathcart, escorted by parents Justin and Alana Cathcart and siblings Ryan and Chandler Cathcart. Olivia Cruz, escorted by her mother and father. Matthew Davenport, escorted by parents Brenda and Eric Watson and brothers Gabe and Stone. Stephen Dennis, escorted by his mother Stephanie Linton. Lucas Easy, escorted by his parents Kelly Kelly and Rob Easton. Ben Girbellini, escorted by his parents Clyde and Jean Girbellini and sister Elena. Natalie Giusti, escorted by her parents Nancy and Tony Giusti and brother Nicholas Giusti. Christopher Gonzalez, escorted by his parents Lindsay and James Gonzalez. Josh Gonzalez, escorted by Allison, Vince, and Modell Gonzalez. Zachary Godstrom, accompanied by his parents Mark and Megan and sister Ainsley Godstrom. Spencer Griffin, escorted by his parents Scott and Latina Griffin and sisters Megan and Paige Griffin. Charlie Coleman, escorted by Eileen and Dawn Coleman. Lola Jackson, escorted by her parents Tina and Gary Jackson. Xavier Jimenez, escorted by his parents Alma and Jorge Jimenez. Emily Kenyon, escorted by the Kenyon family. Ella Larson, escorted by the Larson family. Elizabeth and Victoria Long, escorted by Alicia Sutherland, Alan Sutherland, and Janie Simmons. Samuel Nunez, escorted by parents Albert and Kimberly Nunez. Caden Parker, escorted by his mother and little sister. Ian Pomeroy, escorted by parents Timothy and Jennifer Pomeroy. Morgan Reed, escorted by parents Mike and Aaron Reed. Christian Remster, escorted by parents Amanda and Jeff Remster. Nathan Ross, escorted by Robert and Melinda Ross and siblings Liz and Rick. Ayana Rutagengwa, escorted by mom Alice Umutoni, Rutagengwa, and sister Kayla Rutagengwa. Landry Schneider, escorted by her mom, dad, stepfather, and brother. Christopher Sang, escorted by parents Carol and Sita Sang. Simon Sengupta, escorted by parents Jennifer and Paul Sengupta. Josephine Sevigny, escorted by parents Mike and Sherry and her grandmother Joanne Rachel. Isaac Silva, escorted by parents Ariana and Osvaldo Silva. Emma Stedman, escorted by her parents Ben and Jenny Stedman. Dylan Tran, escorted by mom, nephew, and brother. Gavin Torr, escorted by father Jeffrey and siblings Lauren and Ethan Torr. Isabella Uranza, escorted by Uranza. Alyssa Vasquez, escorted by parents Abel and Michelle Vasquez and brother Jonathan Vasquez. Bethany Woods, escorted by John and Jennifer Woods. Annarin Wiley, escorted by Karen Wiley and Christopher Wiley. We will now honor our seniors from the Hendrickson Silver Dancers. Kendall Binkowski, escorted by her parents Gia and Brian Binkowski and her sister Brianna. Courtney Burden, escorted by her parents Exelena and Jenny Burden. Amaya Dunbar, escorted by her mother Natasha Dunbar, sister Kiana, and grandmother Linda Brown. Angeline Falcon, escorted by her mother Ermeline Falcon, father Alvin Rodriguez, sisters Elena and grandma Irma and grandpa Bevan. Emma Hall, escorted by her mother Kimberly Villanueva, stepdad Marcus Villanueva, father Buddy Hall, and stepmom Netta Hall. Nikki Hernandez, escorted by her mother Suzette Gonzalez and father Fernando Hernandez. Jolette Lucano Casas, escorted by her mother Carmen Casas and father Isidro Lapano. Katie Martinez, escorted by her mother Jonia Maral, grandma Rebecca Hernandez, and sister Evelyn. Bella Molina, escorted by her parents Marcia and Chris Molina and her sister Abby. Joanna Nadeva, escorted by her mother Nadeja Nadeva and father Nikolai Nadeva. Lily Obradowitz, escorted by her father Jason Obradowitz and siblings Bella and Owen. Ashley Rodriguez, escorted by her mother Michelle Rodriguez, father David Rodriguez, and sisters Alyssa and Amaya. Grace Sheffield, escorted by her mother Ginny Sheffield and sister Amelia. Obi Ubaja, escorted by her parents Ele and Becky Obaja and her brother Ike. Alyssa Villanueva, escorted by her parents Anali and Abraham Villanueva. Avery Watson, escorted by her parents Liza and Willie Watson. Let's hear it one more time for our graduating seniors from the class of 2024. Congratulations to all.
Welcome back here to the field for the second half as your Eastview Patriots hold on to a 19-7 lead as the clocks read 12, and we get this second half underway here shortly. Adriel Denias is ready to go and back deep to receive for the Patriots as well. The referee crew trying to get the band off the field before we can start this. They are filing out down in the bottom or the northwest end zone area over there, and yeah, you don't want anything to happen to those guys as they're still on the field. So.
Yeah, it's like I was about to say, Kyle, you're a young guy, a lot younger than I am, and for those of you, if you ever go back and look at the Stanford-Cal game where they thought it was over with and they kicked it off and person ran all the way back for a touchdown, and when they were getting ready to celebrate, the band was already like on the field, and they started running into all the band folks, so that's what that reminded me of. But yeah, you definitely don't want anybody hurt. Yeah.
So ready to kick this one off is Adriel Denias as he will kick this off to the Hawks to start the second half. And receiving it at the 8-yard line is Spencer DeFano as he'll get absolutely mauled
Yeah, the Eastview
at the
crowd,
about the 25-yard line.
Eastview crowd and the players were really pumped up right there with a good hit.
Yeah.
But kind of recapping that first half, Kyle, I mean, you called it. I mean, they did a great job of time of possession and keeping those long drives in. Really just jumped on Hendrickson early and really carried that momentum. Did a great job of getting that touchdown before the half.
Starting fast is only half the game. You got a whole second half to go. You got to be able to finish fast as well. We saw a lead disappear against Georgetown, but there in the backfield for the tackle, I believe that is the captain for the Eastview Patriots, Ethan Wesley, on the tackle for loss. A 5-yard loss on the play as brings up a 2nd and 15 for the Hawks here at the start of the second quarter, or the second half. 30 seconds have already ticked off the clock. Mark that 40 when the ball will be snapped. As Fowler is no longer in the game. We realized this earlier as this one cuts loose for Carson Workman. It looks like the new quarterback in the game is Antonio Cleveland, the junior who will probably be the starting quarterback next year for this Hendrickson team, as the senior Keontae Fowler will be graduating after the end of the season. Antonio Cleveland in a quarterback right now, another speedy guy. We're seeing a similar read option going on with Carson Workman as he fake pulled it on the last one, fake pulls it there, but Workman right back to the line of scrimmage and absolutely smothered by the defensive line for the Eastview Patriots. And Marcus Honstein, one of the big guys in on the tackle there. He gets about half a yard on the play, 2nd and 9. 2nd and about 9.5 coming up for Hendrickson here with a minute and a half already gone.
Right there, it looked like they were going to do trying to pull off a play action pass, but of course he handed the ball off and our defensive line wouldn't have it. They read that perfectly. Flag on the play.
We'll see.
A false start possibly.
We'll see what it is. It is in the backfield, and it is a false start. Starts the motion. There it goes. False start on the offense, and that'll move him back 5 more yards on 2nd down, as it brings it to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 14 coming up for the Patriots, or for the Hawks. 10-14 remaining here in the third quarter. Mentioned it already, mentioned it again. Antonio Cleveland in at quarterback now for Keontae Fowler, who started the game and went down earlier with an injury. Did not see him come back out on the field for that final drive for Hendrickson. And
yeah, if I'm Eastview right now, Kyle, I would basically kind of stack the box and make them try to throw it on you.
And Antonio Cleveland, he's definitely in this ball up in the air, but way overthrown down to the 40-yard line, and the nearest receiver was about 10 yards away, intended for, I would assume, Romello Boykin, but either a broken play there or just a miscommunication. The ball well past where Boykin was.
Yeah, it looked like Cleveland didn't allow the play to really even develop, and he just kind of threw it downfield.
I mentioned the athleticism of Cleveland. He's also a wide receiver for Hendrickson as well. Plays a couple snaps there when he isn't in the backfield as the quarterback, but he will be probably the quarterback for the rest of the game unless Fowler makes his way back out onto the field. But this Eastview defense done a real good job of stopping Hendrickson so far. Only 7 points in the game. Shotgun. This
play.
one, he's going to hand it off. It's going to keep it himself, and right at the line of scrimmage will be stuffed. He'll pick up about 3 on the play as he falls forward. That is Antonio Cleveland on the run on the quarterback keeper, with the lead blocker being Carson Workman. But nothing going as they can't get back to the original line of scrimmage, down to the 38-yard line. 4th and 11 coming up, and it looks like Hendrickson will have to punt this ball away.
Yeah, kudos to the defense here to come out very first drive and stuff the Hawks and get the ball back in their offense's hands.
So the
And the
punt
ball's
way over the head of the punter on the play, and Eastview's going to have the ball at the 6-yard line. Already knocking on the door, and this Eastview offense is fired up. They may be able to find some points real quickly as the clock is at 9:10 here in the third quarter, holding on to a 19-7 lead currently, a 12-point lead. Missed the extra point to start the game with a 6-0 lead, and then the second touchdown, they tried to go for 2 on that one. Or they made the extra point on the second touchdown, so it was 13-7, and then 6 points on the final touchdown. Tried to go for 2 to make it 21-7, but was half a yard short on the play to Luke Martin. So Ty Blair in the offense, empty set. They're going to motion over Keyston Rainey, a jet sweep, fake that way. They're going to dump it out.
Nice play.
And that is to Edwards on the inside, and that's a touchdown. Kareem Edwards and the Patriots take a 25-7 lead here with 9:06 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, it looked like Rainey kind of came in front of him and he faked the handoff, and then Edwards just kind of slipped out into the flat and he hit him, and he pulled his way into the end zone. So 1 play, 1 touchdown. Like that drive.
So there you go. Only 4 seconds tick off the clock in the drive for Eastview. 1 play, 6 yards, 4 seconds, and they're going to go for 2 here to try to get those points back up to 27. To the outside on the run is Kareem Edwards, but he will be stopped short of the line to gain, which is the end zone. He dropped actually in the backfield at the 5-yard line, and it remains 25-7 with 9:06 remaining. We'll take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back here at the field is your Eastview Patriots. Hold on to a 25-7 lead. It just ended a 1-play, 6-yard drive for about 4 or 5 seconds to go up by 3 scores here early. An 18-point lead in the second half. Adriel Denias will kick this off for the Patriots for Eastview to start their second drive. And what gave Eastview such good field position was a snap over the punter's head, just fell all the way back to the 6-yard line as big wide receiver DB Spencer DeStefano picks up about 28 on the return, and some flags come out pushing and shoving at the sideline, and you hate to see Eastview get called for that and add 15 yards to the end of the run. We'll see if it'll be offsetting penalties or on one team or another.
Yeah, you don't want to, after you actually made plays like this, to really kind of take control of this game. You don't want to give them any kind of momentum by giving them extra yards on any kind of personal fouls. But
So we're waiting
see what they say.
waiting on the call from the referees as we speak. See what they give them. The ball is marked down at the 28-yard line. So there's fouls on both teams. Personal foul on Hendrickson. And then a personal foul on Eastview. Those penalties will offset. So first down and 10 from the 28-yard line for the Hendrickson Hawks with 8:57 remaining in this third quarter. Finally getting some extra sounds in the stadium besides the fans as the band and the drum line march through the bottom and give you some rhythm. As this one in the backfield, about 2 or 3 Eastview Patriots in the backfield able to hold them at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. Luis Castillo in on the play there.
Yeah, right now just fill those gaps and stack the box, make them throw it on you because they haven't really been very successful at throwing tonight.
So second and 10, this handoff to Carson Workman. He'll rumble and tumble his way up for about a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7 coming up from the 31-yard line for the Hawks. Clock now underneath 8:10 and continues to count.
It's another great opportunity to get the ball back. Put some more points on the board. At some point, I think Hendrickson's going to have to start throwing the ball.
So both bands are finally in the stands. And Hendrickson will motion over James Lee on the play as kind of a dummy there as they'll run Antonio Cleveland up the field for about a 3-yard gain or 2-yard gain. 4th and 5 coming up from the 34 or 33-yard line. 33 is where they'll officially mark him down. And it looks like Hendrickson's going to have to punt this one away. Your Eastview Patriots, another 3 and out to start the second half. The defense doing the work here so far, and the offense only had to use one play to find 6 points. This one to the punter, and it's a deep punt down to 35 and takes a Hendrickson bounce down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line as Keyston Rainey watches it go out of bounds. And the Patriots will have 83 yards to work with on this drive to try to find 6 more points. They do lead it by 3 touchdowns, 18 points, 25-7. Clock at 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter as Ty Blair and your Patriot offense makes their way back out onto the field for only the second time in this half, and we're about to see only the second play in the half for the Patriot offense. So Ty Blair, he's got trips left, 3 wide receivers, bottom of your screen. They're going to motion over Luke Martin from right to left, a pitch over to Edwards. He'll cut up field right at the line of scrimmage, is hit at the line of scrimmage by Carnell Spicer, the sophomore linebacker, who gets in the backfield, or who gets through the Eastview offensive line to hold them to nothing on first. So 2nd and 10, empty set coming from Ty Blair. 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 on the bottom. Out wide, Luke Martin at the top and Keyston Rainey.
There's been a few plays tonight where Blair's actually taken off when he's gotten the snap.
And everybody jumps except for the center. It's going to be a false start though, as they look to saw the motion from Ron Tyler, the senior offensive lineman, and said, "Come on, let's just play this play again. Let's get back set and let's do it." They like the play call that they had, and it looks like they're going to come back out with that empty set. Luke Martin at the top and Keyston Rainey at the bottom. TJ Duncan in the slot right at the 10-yard line, along with Ryan Pullen over there as well. This one, a quarterback design run up the field for about a 12-yard gain. Not enough for the first down as he's 2 yards shy on second.
Yeah,
Brings it to the 25-yard line, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, there's been a few times tonight where they get in that kind of spread everybody out, and then Blair just either immediately goes and hits the hole just like that, or he might act like he's going to pass and then just has a little quarterback delay, but it's a good play.
So a handoff to Edwards. He'll be patient in the backfield. Bounces out to the left side, past the 30-yard line. First down and more. Inside the 35 to the 40, and he rolls forward to the 40-yard line. That's a first down and 10 for your Eastview Patriots. The Hawks saying they got the ball, but the referee's saying that Kareem Edwards was down before the ball came out. I never saw the ball in anybody's possession besides Kareem Edwards.
I didn't see it come out at all, and if it did, I think it was already on the ground. So
the Hendrickson faithful a little unhappy about the play, but there's nothing you could do about it as the defensive lineman goes down prior to the Eastview snap. Looks like number 88, Braden Ducher, as the defensive lineman / tight end, a big and important member of this Hendrickson team. Don't like seeing anybody hurt. Only the second player get to go down today, but 2 big names so far for Hendrickson as the quarterback has gone out, as well as defensive lineman and tight end now, Braden Ducher. His helmet is off as he's sitting on the field, wiping him off. Maybe some bleeding going on. Don't want to speculate too much, but this Eastview offense, they've been able to move the ball well against this Hendrickson defense. They're up by 3 touchdowns right now. We only saw one play to start this second half, but you get now into your first drive and you've already found 20 yards and 2 first downs. So a lot of positives so far, as we mentioned. That starting fast was a good thing to start with, but you had to be able to keep the efforts. And in past games, we saw a little bit of a drop off, but right now it looks like this Patriots offense is continuing to move the ball.
Yeah, and we had the penalty just a few minutes ago, kind of back us up even further. But one of the things you want to do right now is just continue on with the drive. Even if it doesn't end in scoring, you at least drive down far enough to where if you have to punt, it pins them back.
So we'll keep an eye on Ducher as this one pitched out to Kareem Edwards. He'll be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage as Brandon Mosley, the sophomore linebacker, gets there first and is able to keep Edwards 1 yard shy of the original line of scrimmage to the 39, as the Patriots will have it a 2nd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, I think at some point you're going to see them running between the tackles. Not on this play, of course, but
4:40 on the clock. Shotgun snap. This one passed off to Martin. Martin down through the middle. He's got a first down and more past midfield. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line is where they will mark him out. But into Hendrickson Hawk territory, another first down for the Patriot offense.
And I think, right now, Kyle, as far as like running the offense, even passing, they have pretty safe passes and we're getting some completions, and it's just draining the clock.
This one off to Edwards. He's got in the backfield as looks like back out on the field is Braden Drosher as he's able to come up with the tackle at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Patriots. Moving quickly to the line, though. Ty Blair checking the sidelines. Goes back. Motions over Edwards. He's going to pitch it that way on the left side. Edwards breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's up the field past the 45. Inside the 45 and marked out at the 43-yard line. He'll pick up 4 on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Patriots as the clock stops at 3:52 as he goes out of bounds, and down on the field for Eastview, or for Hendrickson now. Looks like either number 77, Adarius Hines, or Eduardo Pinon. So I'll give you an update on that as we as we can, but as we speak, he is down on the ground. We'll take a quick break as we have about 3:52 remaining here in the quarter. Give you some scores from around the area. Yesterday, 2 games, the Manor Mustangs and the Westwood Warriors. Westwood coming away with that one, a 7-point win, 28-21. Leander, Rouse, and the Pflugerville Panthers right here at the field yesterday, 29-22. Pflugerville coming away with a win there. At halftime, Vandergrift is leading Cedar Park Vista Ridge 17-0. A&M College Station and A&M Consolidated, or College Station Cougars, my apologies, and College Station A&M Consolidated tied up at 21 at the half. Round Rock, McNeil, and Stony Point, 22-7. McNeil leading that one as we speak. 29-14, actually, an update on that one in Round Rock. So we're back out onto the field. Everybody ready to go. Ty Blair, empty set, quad wide receiver set at the top of your screen there. Down at the bottom is Keyston Rainey. Out wide, Luke Martin, as Blair will keep it himself and tripped up in the backfield by Braden Ducheri as he hits Ty Blair for about a loss of 5 or maybe even 6 or 7 on the play down to the 49-yard line. Still in Hawk territory, but it is 4th down, and it looks like Eastview is going to leave their offense on the field as Coach Wall and company call in a play.
This is so very similar to earlier in the game, where they could either go for it or potentially just step back and have Blair punt it.
So Ty Blair, fake handoff to Edwards. A screen play to Rainey down the middle of the field, and he'll only pick up about 5. Not enough for a first down as it's a turnover on downs to the 44-yard line. That's where Hendrickson will start with the ball. So the update on College Station and A&M Consolidated. College Station leading 35-28 with 2:55 remaining in that third quarter. McNeil up 29-14 over Stony Point right now at the half. Leander and Georgetown in the third quarter. Georgetown up 28-10 with a minute left in the third quarter. Cedar Park over Leander Lions with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 42-0. And that's disappointing to hear for the Eastview Patriots, because if Leander could have came away with a win there, next week Cedar Park faces Georgetown. And if Cedar Park would have lost that game as well, they would have been tied for that 4 spot for the playoffs. But with a win here, there are no chances remaining for the Eastview Patriots to make the playoffs with 2 games remaining in the season. So unless Leander can find 42 points in the final quarter, this season will be ending next week against the Leander Lions.
Yeah, it's going to be at Birkelbach Stadium, so if you have a chance to go out next week, please do so. If not, we'll be glad to have you on SHN Sports.
So Hendrickson, shotgun, they're going to hand this one off, and right in the backfield is Ethan Wesley, but Carson Workman works his legs a little bit forward and finds a couple yards on 2nd down, 3rd and 2 coming up as they cross midfield to the 48-yard line with 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Wind picking up, as you can hear it.
Yeah, Wesley had him behind the line of scrimmage, but I think had him just a little bit too high. And Workman, he looks like he's a strong young man. He turns those legs and he definitely gets yardage.
Workman weighing in at 6 foot 190, runs a 4.7. Has some power in those legs. Is get a read option play to Antonio Cleveland, who just throws the ball straight into the dirt, intended for James Lee, the senior wide receiver who can't find a way to get a hand on the ball, and that'll bring up a 4th and short, 4th and 2 with a minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Henderson's going to have to go for it now, because third quarter's almost over with, so you basically just have just a tad over a quarter left. And you're down by 18, so they got to get some points.
So now a 4th and short situation coming up for the Hendrickson Hawks. In the backfield with Antonio Cleveland is Carson Workman, 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen.
I assume either Workman or Cleveland's going to go with the ball here.
They're going to motion over Spencer DeFano, but timeout looks like is called by Hendrickson, so we'll take a quick timeout as well. Don't go anywhere, though. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back here at the field, as Hendrickson looks like they're going to have to punt the ball away from the 48, and in no man's land and trailing by 3 touchdowns, I would go for it, 4th and 2. So we'll see if it's a fake or not, and they will punt the ball away. This ball deep at the 10-yard line takes a Hendrickson bounce, but into the end zone. And it was placed well, dropped at the 15, started rolling out, and then rolled its way back in, dropped dead with about a yard into the end zone. And so Hendrickson has a touchback, and the Patriots will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that kind of surprises me, Kyle, that Hendrickson didn't go for it right there, especially being down by 18 with just a tad over a quarter left. But, hey, being Eastview fans, we'll take it.
So
now it's time to this is a perfect opportunity to get a little bit of rhythm going on offense, get a long drive, score, and really put the game away.
Coming back in on offense, Ty Blair in this Patriot offense. See 2 running backs. And for the first time in a while, that other running back is Luke Martin. He usually comes in as a blocker on these plays. There we go to Keaston Rainey as run the jet sweep play right up the middle. Use the running backs as the blockers upfield and pick up 8 on the play. No, 9 down to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Patriots. They're moving quickly. Keaston Rainey with the run once more, comes up and finds another 10-yard gain, maybe even 12 or 11, as Jackson Davis, the senior DB, comes in with the tackle. The not before Rainey picks up 11 on 2nd down. 1st and 10 now from the 40-yard line. 47 and a half, or 45 seconds and counting here on the play. Ty Blair, shotgun. Fake handoff to Edwards. Ty Blair by himself. He's got a 1st down and more. Slides right at the 46-yard line. He'll pick up a 14-yard gain on 1st down with 33 seconds to go as they move the chains.
That was a nice play fake by Blair, and made a great read, and next thing you know, he was already 10, 15 yards down the field there.
So now in Hawk territory, Ty Blair checks the play. 2 wide receivers on the top and bottom of the screen as we stand. In the backfield is Edwards. Edwards lets his offensive line know the change. Motion over Ryan Pullen. He's going to go back to the top of the screen. 3 wide receivers set on that side now.
I think they're just going to wait.
Hard snap and 1 second, no seconds to go on the clock. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Your Eastview Patriots leading 25-7 here against the Hendrickson Hawks with 12 minutes to play. As we go into the 4th quarter, we'll mention our sponsors one more time. Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson office in Georgetown. Ideal Signs. Kaya, First Choice Roofing. True Form Metal Service. American Fence and Supply. Lone Star Paving. Sonic, Austin Avenue location in Georgetown. Hydrate, HTO in Georgetown. Golden Chicken Georgetown, and Texas Crushed Stone. The ball won't have to move much as it'll flip the field about 9 yards from the 46 to the 46 in Hendrickson's territory. Now going from north to south rather than south to north as they were earlier.
Tonight, we recognize Carol Peters.
Again, Kyle, I want to give a big shout out for everybody who's watching the game on SHN Sports tonight. We really appreciate everybody, and I tell you, we knew this was going to be a good game tonight, but Eastview's come out to play and really taking the bull by the horns and in a great position to go home with a W tonight.
And we mentioned back-to-back weeks against Cedar Park and Leander, a 1-point game for the Hendrickson Hawks. And as it stands now, it does not look like Hendrickson will be putting themselves in a situation like that today, as the Patriots lead it by 3 touchdowns heading into the fourth quarter.
Like I said, this would be, to be able to have a chance and get a long drive and try to put home some points and, try to put this game away. This would be huge.
Starting 1st and 10 from the 46 in the fourth quarter. This is Rainey up the middle on the screen play. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. They'll give him 4 to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up, and another player down for Hendrickson. Looks like he's holding his back. That is number 26, Carnell Spicer, the sophomore linebacker. We'll go ahead and take a break while they figure out what's going on. And don't go anywhere, though. This is SHN Sports, Eastview High School football. So Carnell Spicer walks up off the field on his own, but definitely has some pain on his back. Hope for the best for him. A sophomore will come out of the game momentarily, and we'll try to see if he comes back here shortly, but as of now, going into the medical tent on the Hendrickson side. So back out on the field, though, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Patriots from the 42-yard line. 11 minutes, 35 seconds and counting here.
All right, let's go
in
Patriots.
The game. So Ty Blair, shotgun. He's got 2 running backs behind him. They'll motion out Edwards and Rainey. So empty set now. They're going to run that kind of backwards sweep play as Rainey will get the pitch, and he comes up the field and gets enough for the first down on about a 10-yard run as he pulls over a defender. Looks like number 5, Diego Gonzalez, is the one that got ran over on the play, but Keaston Rainey picking up a first down on a 10-yard play for the Patriots. First down and 10 to the 32-yard line now as we go underneath the 11-minute mark here in the game.
Yeah, the way he went in motion, I bet you he ran about 30 yards on that play.
Ty Blair,
good job.
Boots out right. He's got a pass up, and it is almost tipped
was
from
close.
behind, and good pressure in the backfield. I believe that was Braxton Brown, a linebacker for Hendrickson, who got in the backfield and nearly grabbed that arm of Ty Blair to cause a fumble, but Ty Blair's arm a little too strong for it and threw the ball forward for about to get back past the line of scrimmage, and comes up empty on first down. 2nd and 10 coming up. Edwards in the backfield with Rainey. One wide receiver all alone is TJ Duncan at the top of the screen. 2 on the bottom, bunched up. This one to Edwards. He'll pick up about 4 on 2nd down. 3rd and 6 coming up from the 28-yard line. Now underneath 10:35 remaining here in the game. Ty Blair, shotgun. He's going to motion out Edwards. Edwards looks at the screen, fakes it over. He's going to get off to Martin. Martin cuts up the field. Now past the 20, 1st down and more, as they'll mark him down at the 19-yard line for about an 8-yard gain and a 1st down from Luke Martin.
Did you see they were kind of motioning Edwards out wide, and of course everybody was keying off of him, and then Martin just kind of slipped in right over the middle of the field.
Yeah, most of the night they've been going to that running back on the play. Ty Blair, left side. TJ Duncan all by himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Duncan! And what a play there to read the DB and not put his hands out until the last second. TJ Duncan in the end zone for the touchdown. 9:51 remaining here in the game, and the Patriots take a 31-7 lead.
Yeah, he put that on the dime right there.
The kick team comes out on the field for the first time in a long time. Adriel Denias will get his 2nd shot at an extra point. Ryan Pullen, the holder, will make sure the ball stays in place for the kick. Missed one earlier, wide right on the north end of the field. And Hendrickson playing their fight song for some reason right now, as they just got scored on. And the kick is up and good. And that
32-7
brings the lead for the Patriots 32-7 with 9:51 remaining. But there's still that time on the clock and can't let up now. Want to continue to put points up on the board and try to work that offense as much as you can. You got a big game next week against Amanda to try to find another district win. But it looks like right now Eastview is going to be the one that comes away with their 2nd district win with 9:51 remaining.
Yeah, right. I don't know if you realize the Patriots have scored 25 unanswered and really taken control of this game.
So 25 unanswered is the lead as well. It was, well, I guess 26 unanswered because it was 6-7 at one point.
No, it was 7-7. They missed the.
Oh, it was the next one.
The next one
missed.
made it 13-7.
Okay, so there you go. So 25 unanswered.
Either way it goes, Kyle.
Yeah, right.
Hey, they're doing a great job.
Hey,
man.
still doing a great job. 4 touchdowns, one way or another, to hold on to the 25-point lead with 9:51 remaining in the game.
Yeah, that's a great thing, too, is that if you notice, every time we've scored tonight has been a touchdown. It hasn't been a field goal. So we've been doing a great job of putting it in pay dirt there.
So looking at the Georgetown-Glenn game with 9 minutes left, it's 34-27. Now within a touchdown is the Glenn Grizzlies of the Georgetown Eagles. Catching this one at the 15 and caught there, but comes out of the tackle is Jaden Smith, the wide receiver / defensive back for the Hawks, and it looks like he goes down on the play pretty hard, as a couple of Eastview guys standing over to make sure he's okay. There's a couple of Eastview guys in that scrum as well. Noah Herrera along with Aiden Diaconte and Tyson Izawoko standing on the play there at the 22-yard line. That's where Hendrickson will start with the ball here with 9:43 remaining here in the game. 1st and 10 coming up for the Hawks. Still on the field is Antonio Cleveland, the quarterback. Next to him is Carson Workman, the running back. 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. Fake handoff to Workman. They're going to get this one off, and incomplete. The intended receiver, James Lee, just could not reach out and grab it.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are going to have to try to get something in the air right now, but they really haven't executed much in the passing game tonight. If I'm at Eastview, I still load the box and try to make them throw it on you.
So 2nd and 10 coming up after the incomplete pass. And we'll see if Hendrickson will continue to pass the ball here. No, they'll hand it off to Workman as he cuts up the field, and that's actually
and the ball gets
a new
away,
running back, and in Artis Duncan, the sophomore, coming in, picking up some yards on the play. The ball does come loose, but not before Duncan finds turf to his knees.
Yeah, it looks
picks
like
up a first down to the 36.
Yeah, it looks like the ball came out after it hit the ground when he went to the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 36. Handoff to Duncan as he'll pick up 7 on the play on first down to the 43-yard line. And Hendrickson moving the ball pretty well, and probably the best they've moved it all night.
Yeah, Kyle, you brought up a great point earlier in the game when you were talking about preventing big plays too. And Eastview's done a really good job of preventing any kind of big plays tonight.
So 2nd and 3 now coming up from the 43. Clock now underneath 8:40 and counting as we speak. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here it goes out to the left side, right at the line of scrimmage or the line to gain, and cannot get there. The catch by Romello Boykin, the junior, just short of the line to gain at the 45. The line to gain is the 46. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Hawks. The first reception in a long while from the Hawks. Back out on the field is Carson Workman.
Yeah, I think if it's 3rd and 1, I think you're going to go
Workman through the middle.
Yeah, they're just going to hand it off to him, it looks like.
So in the middle, though, is Marcus Honstein, Fernando Chico, as they'll work Workman on the outside. He'll pick up the first down right around the 50 to the 48. 1st and 10 for the Hawks now, underneath 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Clock will start as the chains get set.
Yeah, if they're only getting 3 or 4 yards a rush, I would imagine Eastview's probably okay with that right now because it's just burning time.
Game clock now at 7.5 minutes. Snap. Cleveland up to Jaden Smith, incomplete, as Jordan Henderson, PBU, able to get the ball out of the hands of Jaden Smith on first down. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 48. The Hawks still have not crossed midfield on this drive. Clock stopped at 7 minutes, 25 seconds. Begins as the snap as they hand this one off to Workman. Workman gets past midfield, but not much more as they'll mark him down at the 48-yard line. And good sportsmanship there by Aiden Diacon, helping out the Hendrickson guys from the ground. You don't see that often, especially in a district match, but
you like to see good sportsmanship.
Love to see
like that, yeah.
Diaconte with the great sportsmanship on the play. Diacon. As Hendrickson has a 3rd and 6 from the 48. Now in Patriot territory for the first time in a while. Snap, handoff to not Workman on the play. That is Artis Duncan once more as he's back out on the field, but can't grab much, maybe just a yard. That's what they'll give him. 4th and 5 coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, this is definitely 4th down territory for the Hawks. I mean, there's 6 minutes to go, 25 points behind. You know, for them to even have a chance, they've got to get in the end zone pretty quick.
that they do, as they'll take a 4th and 5 opportunity here in Patriot territory at the 47-yard line. Here he goes, snap to Cleveland. Cleveland up in the air, and offensive pass interference, I believe, is what's going to be called. A push-off by Romello Boykin, the junior. Looks like he pushed off on Jordan Young at the top of your screen there, and I believe that's what's going to be called an offensive pass interference, and you just decline that play and take the turnover and downs, and having the ball right in midfield is pretty good with 5:53 remaining here in the game.
Yeah, Cleveland throws that ball down the field, and next thing you know, Young, our DB, next thing you know, he's like seems like just going towards the end zone all of a sudden, and that was pretty evident. I don't think that was a very tough call for the officials right there. But another good job by the defense of stopping the Hawks.
You can see it all the way from up here as the Hawks turn it over on downs. 1st down and 10 now for the Patriots. Leave Ryan Pullen in at quarterback, and the first play from scrimmage, the ball is batted down by Brandon Mosley, the sophomore linebacker for the Hawks, as Pullen is 0 for 1 on the days.
Yeah, first play he gets to make a throw, he gets the snap and looks up, and he's already got 2 defenders literally in his face.
Brandon Mosley, a sophomore, he's one of the bigger guys on this Hendrickson team, does not look like a sophomore. Out on the field, has been playing well all night long, as they'll hand this one off to Adriel Denias, the kicker / running back on the play, bounces out, and he gets a couple yards extra after they were trying to rip the ball out of his hands, and he just ripped it away, bounced out of the tackle, and was able to roll forward for about a 9-yard gain on 2nd down. 3rd and 1 coming up as they cross midfield, and now in Hawk territory to the 44-yard line.
You want to say, hey, can your punter do that? That was a great play right there. You love just seeing hard-nosed running right there.
So 3rd and 1, I say hand it off to Denias once more. There they go, Denias up the middle. He'll get caught at the line of scrimmage and can't get the yard that he needs. It'll bring up 4th and 1. I would not be surprised to see the Patriots keep the offense out here, as the Hawks haven't really been able to do much on offense. And
snap the ball with about 2 or 3 seconds left on the play clock. Just run the clock out.
With that time, would be about 4 minutes and 30 seconds or so, if they snap it with a couple seconds. Pulling with the tush push, and they get the yardage.
Yes.
And they get it down to the 40. They actually pick up 4 on the play, and nice play from the Philadelphia Eagles book there. The tush push by Ryan Pullen to pick up the 1st down and 10 from the 40 now.
I don't think Hendrickson was ready for that one, because they just went straight down and snapped the ball.
So this one, handoff to Denias, as he'll cut the outside and will pick up about a yard or 2 on the play on 1st down. They only give him a yard to the 39, so 2nd and 9 coming up for the Patriots.
I tell you, honestly, this is if you're the road team, this is what you like to hear right now. It is quiet.
It is quiet. The bands have kind of shut down as they entered the stands in the 2nd half. They were loud for the majority of the 3rd and the majority of the 4th as well, but have silenced here. Hopefully you get to hear some more Eastview action, but on offense, you just let them play. 2nd team offense out there for Eastview, and a timeout will be called. 2nd and 9 by Eastview. We'll take 1-2. Don't go anywhere, though. There's 3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the game as your Patriots lead it by 5 touchdowns. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back here at the field, 3:29 remaining in the game. Poland takes a snap, hands it off to Isaiah Davenport Bell, the junior linebacker coming in at running back. Will not be able to find a yard on second down. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Patriots at the 40-yard line, but the clock now will tick underneath 3 minutes before the ball is snapped. Taking as much time as they can, pulling in this offense, moving a lot of guys around in the wide receiver position. A couple new guys out on the field. Seth Dimmel out wide at the bottom of your screen at the 40-yard line, as well as Jamie Corral. Or maybe Phillip Brown, my apologies. Phillip Brown down at the bottom side as well. This one, a wide receiver screen. Davenport Bell, he'll pick up enough for a first down, and there's a bunch of flags coming in. I see 3 of them at least right around the 30-yard line, and I'm not sure what that's going to be. I think it's going to be an offensive penalty as the Eastview players seem to start moving backwards. But, man, he would have had enough for the first down inside the 29-yard line. And
that was a really good executed play right there.
It was a scary play as Poland was getting pressured completely but was able to get the ball out of his hands. And Davenport Bell cut up field and was able to pick up about 11 on the run. But 3 flags come in, not sure what it will be, but looks like it's definitely going to be on Eastview as they continue to move themselves backwards from the 35. So a 10-yard penalty from the 35 to the 45. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15 now, so nullify the last play and moving back 5 yards total with 2:37 remaining here in the ball game. So 2:37. 3rd and 15 from the 45. Poland, shotgun, looks to the left. Keeps his eyes that way up for TJ Duncan, but out of bounds on the play as Duncan, the intended receiver, could not get that ball up. And mentioned the hawkness, or the hawk of the hawk, Spencer DeStefano came in flying for that ball and tried to grab it, but like I mentioned, just way out of bounds. But 4th and 15 now, and it looks like Azriel Denias will come back out on the field, but not as running back this time, but to punt the ball away. Pin Hendrickson deep with 2:17 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I think Eastview basically did what they needed to do there, just kind of have a long enough drive where you just burn some more clock out. And really, Hendrickson, unless some kind of miracle happens, this game should be wrapped up shortly.
Short punt by Azriel Denias, and it takes a Hendrickson bounce, and Hawk shoulders a Patriot kind of out of the way, and they're saying that the Hawks touched the ball as Kareem Edwards takes it into the end zone, says he has a touchdown. But
take it back to replay, Kyle.
Yeah, if only. But they're going to say 1st down and 10 for the Hawks.
Go up to the booth.
Kareem Edwards a little upset about it, but
yeah, that drives you crazy as a coach when you have a punt like that, and one of the Hawks players is in the middle of it, and the coaches are probably screaming, "Get away, get away, get away," and that makes you pull your hair out.
So the final from Cedar Park and Leander Lions. Cedar Park wins it 49-0 or 49-7, and will solidify themselves at that final spot of the district playoff standings. And your Patriots will not make the playoffs this year, but what a great season overall. Getting a win here tonight as well to continue to try to fight for that spot. And pushed out of bounds, the running back Joseph Brown, senior, coming in, picks up 2 yards on the play to the 30-yard line. As the clock continues to run down now, past a minute and a half remaining in the game. And it looks like Hendrickson taking their time, not really worried about putting up any more points in the game. As clock now past a minute 20, down 4-3-2-1 on the play clock, and snapping a deep pass in just out of the hands of Joseph Brown, the intended receiver, just passed. Could not reach out and grab it on the pass from Antonio Cleveland. That'll stop the clock at 1:11, but 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, Kyle, I know you're mentioning something about not having the opportunity to go to playoffs this year. We knew we had a young team, and last year, Eastview won 1 game in district last year. Going to next week, we have a chance to get that 3rd win. So, continually getting better, and really looking forward to next weekend, next year.
And Coach Michael Wall showing that he can compete in this league, as getting wins over Glenn early in the season, now a win over Hendrickson, and next week a team that they beat in Leander. Coming to Brokelbach Stadium, we'll have that game right here on SHN Sports, as Hendrickson will now have to punt the ball away, 4th and 8 from the 30-yard line. A minute 8 remaining in the game.
Yeah, we're
And
about
the
a snap or
Patriots-
2 away from just going in the
Patriots will
victory
get the ball
formation.
back and probably take a knee, a couple knees, that is, and we'll go from there. So the punt is a line drive, drops about the 35, and wow, what a bounce. Sidelines and touches out at the 19. So the Eastview Patriots will have 59 seconds to, I will assume, take their victory formation and take the victory at the field tonight against the Hendrickson Hawks to move and improve to 2 wins in district play, as head coach Doug Pierce of the Hawks still only with 1 district win on the season against the Glen Grizzlies. And Leander, the win, their only win of the district so far against Hendrickson last week, a 41-40 game, a nail-biter in Leander. So victory formation it is, back around the 7-yard line. Looks like Kareem Edwards to make sure the ball doesn't get past Ty Blair or Ryan Pullen. Looks like Ty Blair will be the one to take it. Oh, it is Ryan Pullen as he turns around to see the back of his jersey. Clock now underneath 40 seconds. And Ryan Pullen will take the final snap.
Yeah, 1 more snap, and that should
And the
be it.
knee, and that should be the end of the game. Your Eastview Patriots take the knee, and that is a win here tonight. 32-7 at the field. Your Eastview Patriots improve to 3-6 on the season, and 2 wins in district play, and we'll have a good shot trying to find that 4th win on the season and 3rd win in district play against Leander next week. But we'll have that one right here at Birkelbach Field and on SHN Sports. But you know, this Eastview offense, I mean, they looked like they could do whatever they wanted tonight against this Hendrickson Hawk defense, and finally kind of showing those glimpses of what we were able to see at the beginning of the year, and had a gauntlet of a schedule facing, you know, Georgetown, College Station, consolidated in nearly consecutive weeks, and we're able to not get wins against those teams, but able to come out and grab a win tonight, and a great showing as well, with 5 touchdowns and just a great overall performance offensively and defensively. Hendrickson, I think they only crossed the midfield 3 or 4 times in the game, if even. And just what a great job by the Eastview Patriots tonight. Coach Michael Wall and the whole coaching staff doing a great job to continue to show the fight of Patriot pride.
Yeah, I think right now, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Kyle, earlier before the game started. They were very well balanced in offense. You know, Passing game was going good tonight. Running game was going good tonight. Defense, you can't say enough about them. Every time our offense would get in a rhythm and go down and score, our defense would stop Hendrickson and give them the ball back. So, it's basically kudos to the entire team. Very well played game, and can't wait till next week. See how we fare against Leander at Birkelbach.
Should be a great game. We'll have that game right here on SHN Sports next Friday, November the 3rd, 7 o'clock kickoff, as long as the rain stays out of the schedule. Hopefully it will be. And it might be a little cool next weekend. The temperature's supposed to drop midweek around Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and we will have some cold weather, some football weather for the first time all season long. Today kind of gave a little bit of glimpse. The temperatures dropped a little bit since the game started, and with the wind and the rain, it will definitely have some football weather coming up. So excited for that, and we will see y'all next week. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight as your Eastview Patriots come away with a win, 32-7 for Roderick Castillo, Keith Burris. This is Kyle Owen. Thank you and good night.